Hey gang! We're live! And I think the coloring's a little different. I had to just update my app. The last few lives were doing some weird coloring, but looks like it's going well. So, this Thursday, I'm going to talk about my favorite vitamin C for the face, which is tetrahexyl desoacerbate, an oil soluble vitamin C. And so that's a little preview of what I'm going to discuss on Thursday. I think more and more skincare lines are really getting into it because it is oil soluble. It can penetrate deeper through the epidermis into the dermis, which is where all our collagen is synthesized and the like, and where all the changes in the skin happen. And there's a lot of research, so it's awesome. And that is why it is in our vitamin C serum, along with MAP and SAP and niacinamide, and also in our Lux Nourishing Beauty Oil, which is finally going to be here. Well, you can pre-order it, but it's going to be here in another week. So that's awesome. It's going to be officially launched, and it's very rad. Very good. There's been a lot of people asking me questions like, what vitamin C is good for, like, sensitive skin, or what should I do for my, my irritated skin? And you should do a facial oil with tetrahexyldecyl acerbate, or THD acerbate, or Tetra C, or THA. There's a lot of different little acronyms because it's kind of complicated to say. But the Lux oil is a really great for sensitive skin because it has 7% of the THA, we could call it, tetrahexyldecyl acerbate, along with 26 other facial oils, along with it rosehip seed oil and sea buckthorn, olive squalane, all these like bunch of different facial oils. So it's very nourishing to the skin and hydrating. That's what's so awesome about Tetra C, is that it is not an irritating and actually helps irritation and redness. Okay, that's my spiel, guys. How are you? I'm just drinking my tea. I feel a little nappy because it's like cold. Not that I can complain because I live in Los Angeles, but still, it's like windy and cold. Whatever. I'm not even gonna go there. Sorry, all of you in the freezing winter. I'm so sorry. Hey, gang! So if you ordered a Lux, it's coming soon. So exciting! And it's got the little samples. That still goes. If you haven't ordered from the skincare line, if you order Lux, you get a sample of the Bright and a sample of the Plush and the Glow. It's very cute little samples. So that comes automatically if you pre-order it before the 29th. I believe it's the 29th. Yeah, man! Happy winter times. I hope you guys are staying warm. I know there's a big freeze on much of the United States. It's winter, I'm sure, for many of you. And if you're in other areas of the world, I hope it's not too freezing. Hey, Brianna. Love your products. Do you know where I can learn about, get educated about fermentation, darling? Are you fermenting cabbage? It's pretty easy. Have you gone on YouTube for cosmetics? Well, fermenting your own stuff, eh? That might be a little tricky, but like you can use like kombucha, you can make fermentation. I know that there's a lot of kombucha based products, but I would keep them in the fridge. Like I know also that a lot of the preservatives we use, Luicidol Max, and comes from a kimchi, but it's created, it's a lysates by a company who is deriving these preservatives from the fermentation. So it's more complicated than just fermenting your own stuff. So I wouldn't like make a kimchi or a kombucha cleanser and then leave it out. I wouldn't personally. I mean, I would keep it in the fridge. So I don't, is that what you're saying? Like creating your own ingredients to then, you can do DIYs with fermentation completely, like make a kombucha and, mass is very much like apple cider vinegar. You put it on, you mix it in. You could make a kombucha and the green clay. Just trying to learn the difference between ferment lysates, bioferment, Saccharomyces. Well, they're all coming from different. Hey, Rachel. Okay, I will shut my mouth about being cold, okay? Well, yes. The Saccharomyces, so that's a different strain. There are a lot of different strains. Bioferments is basically also lysates. Lysates are just Saccharomyces is a yeast, and lysates is basically there's not actually the bacteria in products that are fermentation based, because that's not you would explode. So it's the essence that is created from the bacteria. So it's a little bit more complicated. That's what a lysate is. So you can't actually have bacteria in products. Hey, Angie! Thank you. I've never seen you on the lives. Welcome. Yes, Brianna! I hope that helps. Saccharomyces is a really awesome yeast, and there's just various ferments. I would definitely do a lot of Googling. I don't know, like a particular course. Yeah. But bioferments, it's just another name for like, it's just a fancy name for ferments. Mm. I hope you're enduring the weather. We've been trying on our Instagram talking about the Silken Lux, a great wintry weather hydrating duo. Yes. I have to be doing the Instagram lives. I can't. For some reason, I'm scared of Instagram. So the bioferments with foods and cosmetics the same. With bioferments, I've never heard bioferments used in food. I think bioferments is what cosmetic companies, how they're just making the name sound a little different. So bioferments, I've never eaten like cabbage bioferment. I've always heard it just fermented cabbage. So it's not the same. That's the main thing, is that just eating the fermented cabbage, that's not the same as like the what you would use in the ingredients. Ferments in general. Are they the same? I mean, what you're actually eating the bacteria within like fermented cabbage. The bacteria is still in there. It's like eating yogurt. You get the lactobacilla within it, and that works on your gut. But if that was in an actual product, a skincare product, it would explode. It would totally explode, and it's totally not legal to actually have bacteria in the product. But the lysates is like the juices that they extract components of it that are awesome, and that's what's used in skincare. Because I know farmers market ferments plant fruit extracts for crops. Farmers make fermented. Yes, well I mean, like if you ever compost, you're totally making nutrients for plants out of decomposing fermented, like there's bacteria. That's why you want worms and all this stuff in compost. If you're ever into composting, all of those nutrients, similar to like what's happening in your gut, kind of like the bacteria. There's a whole ecosystem of bacteria and microorganisms that are creating a whole new thing. It's kind of like how bread is made. If you've ever seen that documentary, there's a few documentaries on Netflix about food, and the one that I thought was really interesting, it's like called Air. It's some Berkeley dude, but it was talking about how bread is made. Is the fermented fruit extract the same that they make the same on labels? Extracts this? No, it's not. It's totally different. It's not what is in skincare is not what the farmers use, because there's no or what they have or what you're eating. I wonder more about that. Sure, Brianna. I hope that helps. I know it's confusing, but I can see why just putting kimchi or not kimchi, stuff you could use. You know, you could make. I'm not sure about kimchi. I wonder about that. The spices on that. I mean, I know people have done like DIY red pepper and chili pepper masks. That's what a kimchi. Well, it's definitely different. Emo cocoa, yes. But Brianna, check out, what is the name? I heard about Scoobies, Scobies. Oh yes, oh yeah, that's the what makes the kombucha. Yeah, you can put that on your face. You can make those little guys. Yeah, it's the enzymes. That's interesting. I've definitely seen a lot of DIYs with kimchi, not kimchi, kombucha. I keep saying the wrong thing. Check out Brianna Active Microbials. Hi, Lucid Head. Active Microbials. Active Microbials. They're the company that creates this whole preservation line that a lot of, you know, non-toxic skincare lines are starting to use. Their preservatives. It's derived from fermentation, but it's not this. It's not exactly the same. Look at that. Look, check them out, and then maybe it'll be a little clearer. You could even call them up and ask. Maybe. I think. Hey, Mum. That's my mum. Hi. How are you? I use aspen bark. Yes, exactly. They make the aspen bark. But they also have the coconut ferment derivative, you know, for the name is escaping my brain, but the Lucidol, that's the one that's right from the, yeah, Lucidol, that's the kimchi, that's the kimchi derivative. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But it seems like that would help be a little clearer. Yes! I was just talking about how I'm a bit chilly here in LA, and then I felt like, give me a break. Yeah. Sorry, guys. Sorry all the snow. Brr. No. What a lame-o. Thank you. You're very welcome, Brianna. I know that I'm really delinquent on a lot of comments. Oh, yes. Mwah. Hello, Diamo. Welcome. Never seen you here either. Welcome, welcome. That's enough. My mom's teasing me. It's so chilly. It's 70 degrees in LA. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's windy. It was very windy, which does bring the chilly to this. Okay. Oh dear, let's change the subject. Yeah, I can't whine too much, but only in my head. I'm sorry, guys. Where's everybody? Is everybody in cold regions? I'm not so bad. Ohio's pretty cold. I'm so sorry. Diamond in the rough! And it's my first time here. Diamond in the rough. Okay. I'm like, Diamo. Yeah. Thank you. Diamond in the rough. Welcome! If you have any questions, totally here to answer questions and just yammer on. I was saying that I'm totally delinquent. There's a lot of comments on my channel that I'm just, there's so many right now that I'm like delinquent. Polished. Thank you. Mewing. No, I just know my kitty mews. What's mewing, Lucid Head? Mew. Mew. Doesn't have to do with cats, does it? Is this a skincare thing? Do tell. From TT. Oh, yeah. I'm sure most people here got lots of snow. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I think we did get, like, it was raining a lot, which must have been from the same weather front. And it was like, yes, thank you, because of course it's a desert here. So, hoping for moisture. Where is TT? Tennessee? I assumed it was Tennessee, but is that right? Diamond in the rough? I have to mention, we have an affiliate program, you guys. We did have a few recently. And it was the Caribbean? Is that where it is? Wow. Excellent. Yeah, international in the house. If you guys want to join our Good Face Stuff affiliate program, there's a link in the description. We've had a few. We're still under 20. I know that. And you can share links and stuff, and then you can. But actually, if you're just sharing a few, it's best to join our rewards program, which is actually you if you'll if you just have a few, you'll reap more benefits because you can share. Well, you can already get just by signing up, not even buying anything, 500 points, and then if you share with a friend, you both get like $10 off or 10%. I can't remember. Potions of your tongue, position of your tongue, mewing. No, I'll have to look that up. Interesting. I have not heard of mewing. I'll have to Google it. Yeah. Do you guys have any more questions? Any topics to discuss? Mewing? Is that like a meditation? Is it like, dare I say, I have no idea what that is. Could be anything. The oil, well, we're just going to discuss the amazingness of tetrahexyldecyl ascorbate, the oil soluble vitamin C. That's my subject for Thursday. It's just really awesome. And that is, pardon me, the main ingredient in our Lux amazing facial oil. It's doing really well. We're still in pre-order mode, you guys, and we still have samples available for when you buy it before the 29th, when it officially launches. You get samples. So can I use my homemade kombucha as a facial? I think you can. You should use it with. Thank you. It took a while to dry. It really did. So yeah, you can put some kombucha. I would make a facial mask, use the kombucha instead of a face wash. Yeah, I think similar to using apple cider vinegar, you can use that. But you might want to dilute it. But I was thinking it would be awesome to mix in with that Aztec green clay. If you guys have ever done that with Aztec clay and the apple cider vinegar, and it like makes a little volcano, it's very cool. If you just mix the Aztec clay with water, it doesn't quite, it's kind of like really difficult. Blackheads there. Have you, well, oil cleansing method. And I'm telling you the silk, which you can get a sample of the silk, you guys. Ascorbate, it's 7%, which is a percentage that is used in all the research of, that as you read all the peer review studies of how it's used for how it compares. Funny, thank you. Thank you. From Romania. Holy moly. Awesome. So an oil cleanser, if you try and get a sample, if you email info@goodfacestuff, we'll get you a sample of silk, because the oil, you want to dissolve the gunk, and then, but this one rinse completely clean. So some sort of oil cleansing method is what I would use. Even like jojoba oil, like rubbing it in, and then like do dry brushing, or you could use a mask like that Aztec clay that I was just talking about, mixed in with a little apple cider vinegar and water, or maybe kombucha to extract the oils. Like, if you've ever done, you could even do a lighter mask, like Razul clay or some sort of clay, and then it'll extract the jojoba oil that you've put in, wiggled into your pores. Wiggled, technical term. The scraping, yeah, you could use. There's a pretty good scraping tool that Beautiful on Raw has. I did a review of it. It's like a shell. It's not apple cider vinegar. Oh yeah, it didn't work. You're the best. Yes. You've used just apple cider vinegar because you want water. I mean oil. You want oil. You want to rub the oil in to dissolve the oil. I would really use jojoba oil. Even just get some jojoba oil from Trader Joe's or some sort of jojoba oil off the internet. Yeah, and then the oil will dissolve the oil plugs, and then you can just scrape it off like with some sort of facial scraper. I'm like, hey Kirsten, My favorite one is from Beautiful and Raw. She's got a, it's like called a Stiegel. I can't even remember. It's such a weird name. It's like an ancient Greek name, but it's basically a shell you could like basically exfoliate. I mean, you could use a tongue scraper. Anyways, I would use just a mask and then extract out the oil, but you need oil. Yes. Good question. Blackheads. Get the oil in there. If it's just apple cider vinegar, I mean, that can be, you want to dilute the apple cider vinegar. Yay! Yeah? Have you gone to an esthetician to get extractions too? I mean, I would just try that out. Jojoba. Wiggle it in, and then do masks on it. Even just spot masks for a while. But yeah, that's, I know what you mean. I have a spot on my pore where it's like, oh man. Sometimes you just get the spot that just keeps collecting it. The dirt, the grime. But I am really into my silk. I'm telling you, like, it'll also have like empty pores around, you know, like this area. Like when I use that, I rub it in, and then I rinse it off because it rinse clean. They're like empty. There are a little bit of gaps. I have to do the niacinamide spray to close up my pores, which is the Lucid. I feel you, man. Try the jojoba oil, which is pretty cheap. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it probably at your local. I'm sure if you have a health food store, but you can get it at Walmart. It's everywhere. Jojoba oil, and even just using jojoba oil on a little pad and often rubbing it in. It won't. It's non-comedogenic. It doesn't create clogged pores. Jojoba oil dissolves oil. It's actually a wax. It dissolves oil. Ah! H-O-B-A. 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 Jojoba. Spanish, I guess. Jojoba. I'm sure I've heard people on YouTube call it jojoba. Yeah, I guess you call it that. Yes, that's right, Crystal. Thank you. Yeah, gang. Thanks for the thumbs up, you guys. Any other pressing questions before I bid you adieu? I'll give you a big hug. That's what it was giving you guys a hug through the ethers. Yay! What foams off? Crystal, darling. Okay, well, Rocky will. Yay, thank you, Rachel. I'm telling you, this silk, this is my oil balm to milk. No, this is a silk deep hydrating balm to milk cleanser. So it goes on like a balm. Foot soak. I think you should do some Epsom salt, man, Rocky. But I know it. I know that the, you know those machines. I'm sure you're talking about the machines that like they're ionized and they pull out toxins. But I don't know. I'll tell my brother. Okay. Oh, Crystal, yes. So the oil, so this will go into the pores. It's balm, so you could bring it on the plane because it's thick, and then you rub it in. It's an oil. But then you add water. I'm just using my water. Yeah! And it emulsifies, so it's not greasy. You know, the oil cleansing method was like so annoying. Still having a foam on your face, a film, just oils, you know. But this is $39, darling Sydney. Epsom salt on ginger. Yeah, that would be great. I remember there's a mustard seed and Epsom salt bath by like, not Dr. Bronner's, but anyways, that's our cleanser. It came out a few weeks ago. So this will rinse off clean, but the oils penetrate into your pores, pull out the gunk, and it rinses nice and it's not stripping to the skin. Yeah. I don't know. What do you mean, Mom? What do you mean? So, Maybe we're talking to someone else. Did I answer all the questions? I feel like there's so much tangent. What would be a good makeup primer you sell that also mattifies? The Lucid Essence Brightening Mist. Oh, my age. I have to. I have to. Don't tell. The Lucid Essence Brightening Mist. This is quite good as a primer. And so this one has a little bit of shimmer, which is my favorite. And some people, you know, don't want the shimmer. It's subtle. I think it's very subtle. But there's a purple carrot one also. And this is niacinamide and acetylglucosamine, which augments the effects of niacinamide. It's got white licorice, alpha-arbutin. It's got the sake and yeast extracts. And yes, this is a great primer and a great after setter. Pore minimizer. Well, niacinamide's a great pore minimizer, as it turns out. And this is niacinamide mainly. And shan't. Yeah. Yeah, the Lucid Essence Brightening Mist. You gotta check it out. Goodfacestuff.com. Look at the reviews. Check out the information about it. Or you can always ask me questions too. I just love the smell of silk. This is my own personal silk. I gotta get another one. It's running out. I love it! What's the Epsom salt and ginger for? Oh, there was a response. Does it normally get residue from the niacinamide spray? Well, if you want to, from this spray, or are you making your own, which you can make your own, I would use less. And the ginger and Epsom salt is the foot bath detox that somebody asked about. Rocky did. Put that in a foot bath. Very good. Or just a bath. Oh, yeah. But, yeah, I would use less if you're making your own niacinamide spray. Decrease the niacinamide because it's just too potent. Or MSM would be a good one too. Check out the reviews, all the good, none of the bad stuff. Yes. So guys, we're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna have a wonderful day. I hope you guys are having a fabulous day. And I hope you check out Silk because it smells so good. If we come out with a curl product, no, I bet there would be a big hit. This is definitely the second time that hair products have been requested. That would be awesome. No, just face stuff. Good face stuff. Man, that would be fun to make a curl product. Okay, bye guys. Love you. Check out goodfacestuff.com. One day we'll have a curl product maybe. Oh, just in time. We've got their noisy air blowers going. Bye, Rachie. Yeah.